Good morning, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. It's already Sunday. My goodness, the weekends just fly by so quick. The sun is shining here in the Hudson Valley today, but it is chilly out there. Hopefully the sun will melt some of that snow and ice away. There's a little bit of green under there. I know it's hiding somewhere. Later on today, I'm going to take a walk down to the shops and go look at some of the cars. You know, I already have that spring fever going. I was looking up different parts for the Camaro that I want to put on this year. And yeah, I can't wait to get the cars rolling again. All right, so I am back this morning to spend some me time with all of you. And pretty much this is the remainder of the Dollar Tree haul from yesterday. I had mentioned that I spent quite a bit. I spent quite a bit at Target too, over $100. Oy! But I do have the rest of those items to share with all of you this morning. I have a nice hot cup of coffee. I'm still in my jammies. I don't know how many of you watch football. I enjoy football every now and then, but I gotta tell you, did any of you watch the football game last night with the Bears? Oh my God, what a game it was. I was up and down in my chair all night long, running around the house, and I was like, I had told my boyfriend, I said, the Bears are going to take this game. The Bears are always good at coming back, and boy, did they come back last night. Oh my gosh. I wish I had a couple football squares, honest to goodness. It was a great game. Yay, Bears! Alrighty, so for those of you that don't know, I'm originally from Chicago, born and raised. So, the Bears, of course, my home team, and I'm so glad they won, and it was just an awesome freaking game. All right, so let's get into this Dollar Tree haul together. I'm in the chair in the pink room, and I'm ready for some me time. And I got some of my Valentine's Day heart pajamas on. All right, so the haul I did yesterday, I had shown you some balloon things that you blow up. And so I was going to blow the one up on air, but then I was like, oh, no, it's much bigger than I thought it was now. So I blew it up this morning. I got to tell you, let me just back my chair up. I got to tell you, I'm impressed. This thing is huge. Look at the size of this balloon. First of all, look at the colors on this balloon. It's huge. Here it is. And what I love about it, it's got the stand here on the bottom, so you could easily put it on a table for table decor, or it stands up really nice on the floor. So like if I'm doing a birthday party, a lot of times I would blow balloons up and scatter them all over the floor, and I would have them hanging from the ceiling too. But I would put a couple of these on the floor and then put some balloons behind it that are going up. Love this. It's on both sides, and for that buck and a coin, wow, I am super, super impressed with it. So I love it. I think it's awesome. I've always loved balloons. I've had a thing for balloons. I don't know what it is. They make me happy. All right, so I wanted to share that with all of you. It took me like a minute and a half to blow up, and bada bing, bada boom. Two cutes. All right, so let's get into this Dollar Tree haul. First, I'm going to start off with just a couple foodie finds. Actually, these are repeat purchases again. I'm a big bitch when it comes to my popcorn. I just like popcorn that's good. You know, sometimes you get popcorn and it's just full of seeds and kernels and all kinds of husks and stuff. So Pop Secret now has their own popped popcorn in the bag. And how much do you get in here? 3 ounces. It's the movie theater butter. It is so good. I've bought like, I think 6 bags of these now. This will be like my 8th set of bags. It is so good. And normally I'm not one for popcorn in a bag, but that stuff is awesome. So if you enjoy popcorn, you like that movie butter theater taste, that stuff is really good. All right, I did pick up some nuts. I like to do, like last night, I put a jar together and there's pecans in there. There's cashews in there. There's regular peanuts in there. There's banana chips in there. There's raisins in there. And what else did I have in there? Cashews, pecans, regular peanuts. But anyway, so I put a mix together, and then I get the little small little baby baking. Well, they're used for baking, but you don't have to use them for baking because they're edible. The mini M&Ms, and I put a little bit of those in there. And I make like a nice little mix, you know. So every now and then I'll grab some Planters at Dollar Tree. So they have the 4-ounce bags, which for $1.25 is not a bad deal. So I picked up 2 of the salted ones because I throw them in the mix as well. And then I picked up one of the honey roasted ones, and I actually got 2 last night, but I used one last night, so here's the other pack. Yeah, I could probably buy a big container at like maybe BJ's or Sam's, but those are just convenient. They're airtight, and that's just kind of what I use. I also, this was the other thing I put in my Chex Mix, is these sunflower seeds, the kernels. Love them. These are really, really good. This package is 5 ounces, and yeah, so I put that in there as well. So it makes like, you know, instead of munching on a bowl of candy, although we have candy sitting right next to the thing of nuts, it depends on what you want to choose. All right, you cannot go to Valentine's Day without having some Reese's Pieces, or Reese's Hearts, I should say, my bad. I did get 2 packages of these. A lot of times I'll break them up, put them in a bouquet, put them in a box or a gift bag. So I did pick up 2 packs of those. And then I picked up 2 boxes of the sweet and sour Sour Patch Kids Hearts. The kids like these. My daughter likes these, so I grabbed these. They're going really quick at Dollar Tree, I noticed, and there's really, in my opinion, not a lot of Valentine's Day stuff, at least out here on the East Coast. All right, that's it for sweets, treats, foods, and snacks. We're going to go over to... I had such a laugh. I'm going to show you guys this. This is hysterical. All right, so right now, out and about, everybody's chasing hand sanitizers because everybody's starting to carry them. They're all over the place now. We'll get into that later. But Dollar Tree carries these sprays, and they came in 2 cents. And off the top of my head, I cannot think of the name that they're called. But they're for, like, when you go to the bathroom, poop sprays, you know? All right. Like, I got time to think about pulling out a spray when I got to poop, right? Anyways, these I found over where you get, like, your dish soaps and your hands washing stuff like that. This is called, are you guys ready? Stinky Bowl Spray. Yep, it's called Stinky Bowl Spray. It's a 1 fluid ounce container. And this is Before You Sit toilet spray in the scent Citrus Blast. Keep the stinky smell away with a few quick sprays. To use, before you sit, shake well, spray 3 to 5 times into the bowl over the water. The natural oils will seal the smell, leaving the bathroom smelling better than you entered. All right, so here it is. Right? What are they going to come up with next? So we're going to open this up and check this out. Wow, I can smell it as soon as I open the very lemony. All right, so there it is. We're going to smell it. Now, it's for your toilet bowl, so I'm not going to spray it on myself, but I'm going to kind of spray it down. It's very citrusy. I'm smelling more lemon than anything, but it's not that bad. Now, I don't know, you know, how many people have the time to sit down and think about spraying the toilet before they go poop? But hey, you know, next one, Stinky Bowl Spray. This one is lavender vanilla. I mean, you know, I guess, excuse me, I'm going to start laughing, but I guess, you know, you could leave these in your bathrooms, and after you go, maybe, and you're at someone's home, you could spray a couple. So this one here, ooh, that smells nice. Lavender vanilla. There it is. Stinky Bowl. Could you imagine getting some of this on you? Wow. That's actually the combination of the lavender and vanilla. Sorry, it looks like I'm smelling my crotch. Wait a minute. Yeah, that smells good too. And then they had one more scent. And where is it? I put it here. And it is Tropical Garden. All right. If anything, it smells good in here. I'll admit that. Someone's out there rolling around. Tropical Garden. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, actually that smells really good. If I had to put them in order, it would be 1 and 2 and 3. So yeah, I don't know, hand sanitizers, poop sprays. What are they going to think of next? Honestly, I got such a giggle out of those, but they do smell nice. If that is something that's up your alley, go check out where your soaps are, things for washing your clothes, down where you clean your toilet bowls, because that's where I found those. All right, whew. I got a whole funk going on in here. Let's move on. We're going to go over to Housewares, because in Housewares, they had some cool new Disney things. Oh my gosh. These are Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sponge holders. These are so cute. Look at that. So if you're into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you could put these in your sinks, put them in your bathrooms. They have 2 suction cups on here. And let me tell you, when I was checking out, that cashier, my one bag was overflowing and I had one of my other, because I bring my own bags. Because the Dollar Tree bags, no offense, they suck. Come on, they suck. Even if you double them up, they suck. Anyways, some of these had stuck to the actual counter, and we were trying so hard to get them off. They finally popped off, so I can definitely tell you that they stick really well. Anyways, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We also have SpongeBob SquarePants. You can use these for all kinds of things. I was just thinking to myself, if you're like in a small space, why not stick this to your refrigerator or something and use this to hold paper or napkins or, I don't know, whatever else you want to put in there. Anyways, we got SpongeBob SquarePants. And then we have the Smurfs. Oh my gosh, so many of these cute things coming out. After the Smurfs, we have Garfield and Odie, 2 of my favorite friends. So we have Garfield and Odie. And who else did I find? Oh my, Miss Linda, if you're watching, Winnie the Pooh. Look at how cute that one is. Again, you're getting 2 really big suction cups on the back. They're about the size of a $50. For those of you that may remember, I'm really showing my age, but the size of about a $50. And then last but not least, and I don't know what other ones they have or may not have, but these are just the ones that I found. I found Minnie Mouse. There she is. And I found Mickey Mouse. How cute are these, right? Oh my goodness. And these are official Disney items, and they're by Best Brands. So absolutely adorable. All right, so let's go over to Makeup and Beauty, because I'm going to stay with some Nickelodeon here. I've never used one of these. I don't even know what one of these is for. No, I do. I just think they're kind of cool. And I'm not going to lie. I used one of these about a year ago because it was in my car. I don't know why. I found it in the glove box. And I used it to scratch off an instant lottery ticket. So if anything, they're good for that. These are called gua sha. And basically, it's a sculpting tool that you use when you're doing masks, facials, things like that. Anyways, you guys are going to know what it is once I show it to you. We have Smurfette. There she is right there. And these were in your makeup section. And then we had one of the Smurfs themselves right there. And I also found a couple SpongeBobs. That one right there. I mean, this stuff is super cute. I'll give it that. And then we have one with SpongeBob and Patrick. Super cute, super fun. Alrighty, also in makeup section, I did have a couple more of those towels. Now, these towels are all terry cloth. They're really cute. They would make, like I mentioned the other night, little blankets, little tablecloths, whatever you want. This one is Smurfs. And then on the back side, there's your terry cloth. You could dust with it. There's so many things you could do with it. And then one of my favorites, Garfield. So you could pair up this with this. And you got something a little cute for those of you that have Garfield and Odie fans. Adorable. They also had in the Makeup and Beauty section These by Be Pure, it's a set of 2 makeup pads, and they're in the shape of a cloud, which is absolutely adorable. And to match is this little mini set of makeup brushes, and they are matching the clouds. I totally forgot to mention to you that I didn't have any plus items in this video. Every single item rang in between $1 and a coin and $1 and 2 coins. Totally forgot to mention that. All right, I did get 2 of these because these are going to be perfect for going into some of my Valentine's Day gifts. These are by Beauty Intuition. These are collagen and hyaluronic acid infused face masks. They say 1 for you and 1 for me, but it's chocolate scented and strawberry scented. You get 2 of them in 1 package, and they fold so nicely. So if you're sticking it in like a little bag or something, a little treat box, they fit in there really nice. Little pair of socks, maybe put it in a mug with some chocolates. What a great little find. All right, they did have these back again this year, and they had them last year. They're made by Sassy and Chic, and they're these little makeup brushes. Well, they're not that little. You get 5 in a package. They had them in these cool 2 colors here. They also had the little plastic container that the brushes fit on, and it's in like the shape of a cylinder. I wasn't all about that, but I did enjoy these brushes because they fit well for traveling, and they were just really nice. They worked well. They weren't like the cheap brushes where when you're using it, you know, the bristles start coming out and it gets set in your makeup. These were actually really nice. So I just picked those up again. And, oh, I found this in the makeup section, which should be down the hair aisle, but that's okay. And this is the Power Stick Hair Mousse, and this one's in the Brazilian Mist. This stuff, I love the smell of this stuff. I have their hairspray. I have the deodorant. I have tried the mousse in the different scent. Can't think of the one I have. Is it the, I can't think of it. I'm going to remember it once I get off camera. But I got it in this because I want to pair the 2 together with the hairspray. So I was happy to find that. All right. Oh, yeah. The only other thing I did pick up was in the Valentine's Day section. They had these kazoos. And I was actually looking for a harmonica, but I couldn't find a harmonica. So I picked me up some of these kazoos. You know, every now and then you just whip out a kazoo in your pocket and start playing one in the store or whatever. I'm wondering if they actually work. You know, it's just a little piece of tissue paper. But anyways. All right, everybody. Why I picked that song, I have no idea. I think it was just easy to play. That's going to wrap up this Dollar Tree haul and my me time with all of you. But I have my Valentine's Day jammies on. I still have a half a cup of cold coffee now. And I said I have some stuff from Target to share. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I have $100 worth of Target stuff to share. But it's all about Valentine's. So if that's up your alley, stay tuned because I will be back in just a little while. And I will have that Target haul ready for you. So until next time, everyone, I really enjoyed this me time. I'm hoping you're enjoying some of my decorations. I'm still working on things. But a big hug from me to all of you, and until next time. Thank you all so much for your support, for watching. A thumbs up would be great. Have a great day, everyone. See you back in a little bit. Bye for now.